Okay, so you watch the show. Now it's time to level up. Hit that join button and get the VIP treatment. Early access, behind the scenes, and even shout-outs on the spot. Get in the mix with the real ones, breeders, fans, and all the dog lovers. Join the fam, be a part of something bigger. Starting at just $1, you get access to the best content we got. And that's not all. Members get 10% off all merch and gear. Plus, you're on the priority list for getting your next pup. You're in the loop. To join, just click the join button below this video. Pick your tier and boom, you're part of the squad.
Hey, we built different.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? What's good? What's good, big dog?
What's happening?
Y'all know what we doing early this morning. Early in the morning.
Yeah, man.
Build on the yard.
Hey, it is Tuesday.
It is, man. Training Tuesday. The theme today is Training Tuesday. And behaviors that require no treats or equipment. This is for y'all. This thing about getting to the training world. Y'all want to see, man, what is this training stuff they always scream about? Why do they always scream about this training stuff, man? What is this training stuff, man? Yeah, man. Salute. So yeah, man. First of all, let me shout y'all, man. Digital Dog Show went really successful this weekend, man. Shouts out to everybody that participated. To get into our Digital Dog Show, we have a website, the official Samurai Kennels, and it has all the rules and stuff over there. We also adjust them as accordingly based on y'all's feedback. All right, this is a league. Shogun League is by the people, for the people, and hosted by us. You know what I'm saying? Digital Dog Show main ingredients to make it work is you have to submit your video, no more than a 2-minute video or no more than a 2-minute long video of the dog. You know what I'm saying? We want to see teeth, we want to see it walking, we want to see it working, whatever you can show us that is current from that dog or current dog that you own. And you submit that to the WhatsApp along with your name, the dog's name, the age, the sex, and your cash app so we can pay you out, man. That's it. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the month, we take out the videos, put them together, and the following weekend we go ahead and put those out for the people to vote on it, man. The idea of the voting thing came from the American Idol. The people actually picking who they think should be in charge. People picking who they think leading the way. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the concept comes from. If you don't like the voting concept, then you didn't grow up in the early 2000s. But I'm telling you right now, 2003, American Idol was popular. I don't care what you say, man. Names like Fantasia Barrino, Ruben Studdard, Clay Aiken, Justin Marini, all these people. I don't know the names to their show. And the only reason why they're gonna know your dog's name is because this Digital Dog Show. Also, man, we have Dog of the Week too. That's a little bit more informal. You know what I'm saying? You take your dog, you send us a picture of your dog, the dog's name, you cash out, boom, we vote on Friday. Bada bing, bada boom, you win, you get paid. And then after that, the dogs that win Dog of the Week are entered for Dog of the Month. You can compete for Dog of the Month by just simply winning Dog of the Week. And obviously it goes on to the Dog of the Quarter and the Dog of the Year, So once you enter your dog, that dog is rolling into the losers, okay? It's rolling into the losers. But aside from that, Big A, what's good?
Hey, man, can't call it Mike spoil it, back in here like I left my wallet and keys, man. Dickie Foster in the building. Hey, Melee, check this out, bro. They on the way, man. Hey, hard and finish. What's going down, bro?
Yeah.
Williams in the building.
Yeah, shout out to the
man. Big C, what it do?
Mm-hmm.
Lone Wolf. Yes, sir. Hey, man.
With the Wolves and maybe the Pack.
Yeah. Hendrix. Thought I saw Casino in here, man. Oh,
I saw Casino in here. Yeah.
Casino, what's happening, man?
Yeah. That boy Casino and that boy Hard and Finish and that Pitwise, man. They be in the chat flexing, bro. Hey, and Ty Green too, man. Hey, that boy, he got a 15-month-old. When that dog turns 2 years old, it's gonna be a pride.
Man,
I need to check out that show in the chat, man. Like I said, no, we don't talk about nothing illegal over here. So we don't really post pedigrees like that. It's every so often somebody posts a pedigree. You know what I'm saying? Skip Bell's Salute Big Dog.
Salute.
I got your email. I emailed you back, Skip. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
And if y'all don't have the Apple messaging for Samurai Kennels, the Samurai Kennels Apple messaging, I got to do better, man. I don't really know how to share the contact, but I'll figure it out. And what I do is if Big A had an Apple phone, I wouldn't have to worry about this, but you don't. So I got to get my Apple ID, and I'm gonna drop my Apple ID so y'all can. Those of y'all that need to reach me for business can reach me on the Apple thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the business phone. Like that's not the call and work things like that. That's like you just trying to get in and get out. Like McDonald's, you just want to order your burger and go. That's what the Samurai Kennels phone is for. You know?
Yeah, man. And man, there we go right there, man. That's Canelo. Yeah, man, that's Casino Perez's dog, man. Dog of the month. Looking good, man. Looking good. Pretty good. Yeah. Who's that, man?
That's Oren Ishii.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Good looking
She's
pup.
gonna be a real problem. She's gonna be a real problem.
You gonna be something else. And then man, we got that notorious Tory.
You said that goofy Tory Hanzo?
Yeah, and the owner of that dog is Pit Wise. Salute to that boy Pit Wise, man.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
But all I know is, man, like I want a video of Stocky going to that wall at your house too, cuz. MKM.
Hey, there you go. That's there
he is.
That's the bro. That is the bro.
Man, like, that was a hard lesson that your boy had learned, man. But hey, man, I'm glad you was there to be a father and show him the way. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I had to be a father on the live last night. My kids was trying me. Big A, they was trying me.
Hey, man.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey, look. Ooh-wee. Man, that little man, my daughter, she found that little one, man. God's almighty dog.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know how they be, man. Hey.
Yeah. Yep.
Everything in here is a toy to him.
Yep. I do, man. Yeah. Man. But let's jump into the nutrition fact of the day.
Yes, sir.
We just gonna talk about typical foods that you would have during an 8-week keep. Ideal foods include high quality kibble or raw, organ meat, liver and kidney, eggs, fish, sardines, salmon, pumpkin for digestive health, beets for blood circulation, oats for clean carbs, coconut oil to focus on lean muscle endurance and gut health. You know, and that's not saying that's what you keep gotta be. It's just saying those are things that you
they
can
serve you well.
Yeah.
They can serve you well, yeah.
Yeah, man. And let's jump into that Bushido code of the day, man. Yeah, and it is your benevolence, and that is Jen. You thought I was gonna say yo, didn't you?
Yeah, yo, Jen.
Yeah. Leading with calm strength earns loyalty without force. The best training doesn't need bribes. It needs presence and clarity. Yes, sir.
Who told you that?
Man. With that being said, let's jump into that topic, man. You know, behaviors that require no treats or equipment. And for me, I would say that is the core of the Bushido method style of training, which is based around the bond of the dog. Although, you know, you let the dog kind of guide you, because there was a question yesterday about food versus prey, and you know, you capitalize on either or, which is, you know, with the dog is more leaning towards. But ultimately, man, in the process of that, you're building that bond to where you don't need any equipment to go along with it. And me personally, I feel like the only way for you to capture that bond in its purest state is to actually spend as much time with the dog as you possibly can, you know. And when I say spend time with the dog, I mean like interacting with the dog, and you know, having good experiences with the dog, you know, versus just having the dog in your presence, you know.
Yeah, man. Cook on it, Big A. Cook on it. Okay, so we break the our training at Bushi Dre. We break into thirds, man. You have health, you have actual training, and you have maintenance. The behaviors we're talking about shaping combine all three quadrants, because I'll break it down for you. Okay. For health, we're talking about shots, skin care, toenails, eyes, from the nose to the tip of the dog's tail, to make it look and feel as good as it can possibly feel. This has nothing to do with your feeding it. It does have to do with feeding it because the food affects it. This has to do with the after effects of that food, right? How does the dog look? Is his coat glossy? Is he overweight? Is he underweight? Are his eyes clean? Does he have a lot of eye boogers? Is his nose wet? Is his tail losing hair? Or is he getting dry spots? Is he having hot spots? This is all health maintenance. You know, worming, rabies, vaccinations. All of these things are health. Okay. Now, in order to do these behaviors that I'm speaking about, the health must be met. The dog can't be super hungry because he's going to lose focus. The dog can't be unhealthy if he has sores and things of that nature. It's going to cause the dog to not respond in the expected way, right? Or it could cause the dog not to perform the expected way that you want the dog to develop. All right. Then we're going to talk about maintenance. All right. For maintenance, yes, equipment is involved in maintenance. Typically with training, all you need is typically a toy, food, or just your presence, right? The bond. But with maintenance, this is everything from how the dog is stored, how he's kept, his bedding, his crate, his outside chain setup, his retriever kennel run. All of this stuff is in maintenance, right? Everything about transporting, moving the dog, and storing the dog when you're not present. That's maintenance. What is the dog doing when you're not able to engage the dog directly? That's maintenance, all right? And then we move into training. Training is everything that's all the maintenance that is done with your dog physically present, with you involved in the dog. This goes from everything from toys that have interactive toys, tugs, playing with your voice, following you around. And this is where we come into today's topic of behaviors that do not require treats or equipment. So you can throw maintenance out the window for this one, with the exception of a leash and a collar. No treats are needed for any of the behaviors we're going to talk about today. They can be reinforced by the treats, and they can be reinforced by toys, but not needed. And the first one I want to talk to you about is the follow me game. The follow me game is a game that I play with pups all the time. And we talk about it all the time, but today's episode is focused on these behaviors. The follow me game is a game that I take a pup typically on a 20 to 30 foot lead, and I take them out so I can fish them back in and reel them back in. If you have a retractable lead, that works for this game as well. But the goal is for the puppy to have the freedom to leave you and to teach it not to leave you. As an example, I'll go to an undisclosed location or a location that has low to moderate things that interest the puppy. Leaves, trees. A park is a good example. I'll lead the puppy into areas that have bushes and tall grass, and I'll walk past this area. Now, typically, a puppy is going to be slightly more timid to go into these areas than a dog that's older and more developed. Therefore, the puppy is naturally going to want to follow you to see what it can and cannot do. This is called the follow me game. So what will happen is when the puppy loses attention to me, I will slowly get the puppy more and more loose lead until we get to the end of our lead, at which point I'll make a correction. I'll call the puppy's name, puppy, come, give a little tug. If you use a prong collar, the correction should be very, very soft, depending on the level of the puppy's intensity. But all this is teaching the puppy is, okay, it's okay for me to smell, it's okay for me to be a puppy, but when there's a certain distance that is just dangerous for me, and you're creating that danger by giving a little tug on the leash. That's all it takes, all right? Now, the style of training I'm talking about utilizing this little tug is called the Kohler method, all right? William Kohler used what's called, not operant conditioning, but it was called impulse training or coercive training, right? The coercive training means that you're going to do what I want and I'll turn off the pressure. You know what I'm saying? I'll turn off the pressure to you. Whatever it is that you're feeling pressure to do what I want you to do and I'll turn the pressure off, right? She's Kizuna means binding. Kizuna. Dara Katono Kizuna. Okay, thank you. And then Dirt Dogs came in. But yeah, so the follow me game, man. The follow me game. All right, Big A, you want to cook on that a little bit or?
Yeah, man. I mean, not really. You kind of summed it up. Really, there's not too much I can add to that.
Okay. Well, let me cook on this a little bit more, and then we'll move on to the next one. And I'll shut up. So as you can see, the follow me game eventually turns into the treadmill, and I have a video of my dogs at 8 weeks old running on the treadmill. How this is accomplished is through the follow me game. Once my dog learns that following me is a very important thing when we're traveling together, I then begin walking around the backyard with no leash on the dog, right? Salute. Big C said something like that. Yeah, man, I follow Vondermuth as well, man. But right here, there's a picture of the dog running on the treadmill, right? And that is accomplished by the follow me game. So once the dog is following me and I know everywhere I go, the dog's gonna follow me around, I'll go to an enclosed area, a baseball field in my backyard, and allow the dog to follow me and reward the dog for following me. At this point, I might introduce treats, I might not introduce treats. However, treats are not required for any of these behaviors. I simply use the treats to speed up the process. Once I know the dog is gonna follow me, I can then begin introducing the dog to other activities like going upstairs, running on the slat mill and the treadmill. This makes the transition extremely easy because the dog is not worried about what's underneath his feet. Because I've tried different surfaces, hard surfaces, soft surfaces, wet surfaces, tile surfaces. The dog doesn't care what's under his feet. The dog is simply following me because that's what the dog knows it needs to do. Even here, there's no collar, leash, or food involved with this dog. I'm simply using my hand to keep the dog on the treadmill because she's just running to catch up to me. She's not thinking about the treadmill. That's how I convert the dog from walking to utilizing the treadmill and slat mill without causing a high level of stress. The next behavior that I like to create with my dogs is entering and exiting doors. Big Ed, you want to start that one off?
Yeah, man. So it's a lot of birds you kill with one stone, entering and exiting doors, man. One thing is the pack structure. And another thing is the patience and pause and the dog walking through a door. Usually if the dog walks through the door first, it's taking authority. So it becomes I don't know, the alpha per se, in mentally over you. So stopping the dog before you walk through a door and making sure that you always walk through the door, it means something. Also, it teaches the dog, the sit and stay. It also teaches the dog to look to you for the next command, which is all good things, and multiple, like I say, multiple birds killed with one stone. So yeah. And I love that you went straight to pack structure training. So part of Bushi Dre is the bond. The first thing about the bond is creating the alpha. You want to set this tone, like Big A, and I think we agree on this about within the first 2 or 3 days, man. You want to set the tone that you're the alpha. And also, even if your dog has gone through doors before, understanding dogs, they're not people, right? They have their own language, they have their own hierarchy. Even if you've been living with your dog for 5 years, 10 years, and he goes through the doors first, I guarantee you have reasserted yourself as an alpha by simply doing something like a strong correction
letting them know who the boss is. All right. My thing is going through the door is a very simple way to do this and let them know. The ideology is dogs in a pack. The higher ranking dogs enter the den, exit the den first. Same concept with entering and exiting doors. All right. Then I transfer this concept from entering and exiting doors to also entering and exiting their crate. So the minute they come out of their crate, they're already in a submissive state because I've set the tone. You don't move until I say move. Just like in a wolf pack, the larger wolf will pin the lower wolf down, and we're not allowed them to move until they say it's okay. All right.
Yeah.
All we're talking about now is training through establishing your pack structure within your home or within your pack of dogs. So we got the door, we got the follow me game. Another game I like to play is the wait until I say eat game, or leave it. The command called leave it. What I do is I simply take the food or the treat that I want the dog to not eat until I say eat it, and I place it close to the dog. And of course, they're gonna try to get out of your hand. So make sure you have a grip where the dog can't get out of your hand, and just keep going. No, and pull it away. No, and pull it away. It's a game of persistence and patience. And while you're not actually giving the dog the treat, you're utilizing the treat to teach the dog that it cannot eat until you say it can eat. I do the same thing with my food bowl in the afternoons. What this does is it builds patience in the dog for food. That, i.e., my dogs are not going to be food aggressive because they've simply been trained to wait on the food and they will receive it eventually, right? But this game is extremely important to me, not just for me, but because when my wife and kids have to feed the dogs as well, the dogs already understand the game, and my wife and kids can simply say, wait, place the food down, and then not be overcrowded by a dog that's going to start growling and barking at them because they're trying to feed it food. This is extremely important for those guys who have multiple dogs or they have to leave town quite often and need their family to be able to feed their dogs. Big A, over to you.
Yeah, man. I typically start as young as I possibly can. Usually with a pup, when soon 8 weeks, I feed them 3 times a day. But they might miss a meal, because I go through that process. And I work the dog as far as from a training perspective. When it comes to the food, I put the food down. The dog goes for the food. It's a correction, and I'll go through the process a few times. And then after the first week or so, after I've tried to reinforce it, or not tried to reinforce it, I have reinforced it. If the dog goes for the food, after I've placed the dog down, I'll pick the food up. It's costly, but I'll throw the food away directly in the dog's face, and no food, And then the next time we go about it, I go about the same process, and eventually they understand. Okay, I move without being told I could get the food. Then I don't eat, and you'll be surprised as to how much you can get out of a dog through food. Example, you ever get a grown dog or a pup that's older and really food aggressive, you go about that same process, the exact same process with the food. Versus, it's plenty of ways to do it. It's plenty of ways to do it, but this is a way that works for me, and it's worked for me consistently, doing it that exact same way. And for the older the dog, how can I say it? The older the dog, the longer the periods are between the time that you feed the dog. So if you feeding the dog once a day, then that dog ain't eating that day if it goes for the food. If it's a food aggressive dog, I've gone down almost 5 days without feeding the dog, and doing that process with a food aggressive dog. And you can correct these things as a pup too, a younger pup. The younger the pup is, and the faster you can get to it, the less of an issue you'll have with it. For me, I have kids running around sometimes and all types of stuff. So that feeding process is vital. in my situation. You know, but nah, it is what it is. Yeah, nah, but I guarantee you, you know, it'll correct the dog quick fast, because at the end of the day, you know, you can always um you know, fix a correction through feeding, you know, and it's a lot better than having the dog snap on the kid or snap on you or snap on somebody else. So to me, that's the safer route to go about it versus other stern corrections. Yeah.
Well stated, my brother. Well stated, man. Yeah, man. So we got the follow me game, we got the leave it game, we got the don't go out the doors game. These are some basic things you can start off with your dog. All right. Now, another form of training that some of y'all have that y'all don't even realize y'all been doing it the whole time is there's a style of training called free shaping. Now, I personally don't like free shaping, but a lot of y'all are free shape trainers and don't know it, and I'll break it down for you.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, I thought we had talked about it, but okay, so I'll break it down for you. Okay, I do what's called lure / marker training, where I take food and I lure dogs into positions, and then, for example, if I want them to sit, I take the food, I put it toward their head and go up. Right, that's gonna come wherever the head goes, the tail goes opposite. So if I go toward his head and up, it's gonna make his head go up and back, which means the tail's gonna go down and forward and put him into a sit position. If I want him to go down, I'll go toward his head and go in, forcing his all four legs to go back simultaneously, forcing the dog into a lay-in position, right? If I want the dog to spin in a circle, I'll take the food and lure him in a circle to the right or to the left. That's a lure. I'm luring him into position. And then once he's in position, I go yes or hit the clicker and feed the dog, boom. Eventually the dog learns whenever I do this movement, he either says yes or gives me a click, and it's good. Then I simply name it. Okay, sit, do the movement, food. Pavlovian theory. Now it's very, very basic, but it's very, very easy training as long as the dog comprehends the game. This is where my selection process comes from for the dogs that I select. They must understand the game. Dogs that don't understand the game will never make my program because it's going to take entirely too long to get them to understand this. However, there's a subsequent form of training that a lot of y'all use that you didn't know you were using. It's called free shaping. Free shaping is where when the dog offers you a behavior, i.e., you want a dog to jump on the couch. He jumps on the couch, and you go, good boy. You don't have to have food, treats, anything. The dog is going to eventually learn, oh, he likes when I do that. It's just like when he starts barking at another dog and you encourage it. Get him, boy. Get him, boy. And he barks finally, good boy, good boy. No treats are required for that behavior. That's free shaping. The dog offers you a behavior. You like the behavior. You mark the behavior. Eventually, the dog learns, when I do this, boss likes it. Eventually, you can name that behavior just as if you were doing lure training. However, there are no treats required, and the dog naturally wants to do it. Behaviors that I've used free shaping for is I had a dog that would not lay down. When I would lure him, he would go from instead of laying down, he would have his back legs would be he would go to a bow. His back legs would still be up, but his front legs would be down. And, so instead of learning how to lay, the dog learned how to do a bow. And I could not get this dog to lay down. So in order to teach this dog to lay, what I ended up doing was walking him for long periods of time. And when he would lay down naturally from being exhausted, I would go, yes, good boy. And I would give him treats. Eventually the dog learned, okay, he likes when I lay down. So what I would do is I would begin like we were walking, say the word lay down, the dog would lay down, and I would give him a treat. No luring required. And like I said, you don't have to give treats. You can simply let them know that they did a good job. But for me, I'm trying to speed up this process. I have multiple dogs that I want trained. So without treats, if your dog is offering your behaviors, if he's pulling stuff and you like him to pull stuff, reward that. Good job, boy. Outstanding. You know what I'm saying? If he's running the meal for you and you like that, good job, boy. Good job, boy. Good job, girl. That's free shaping. The dog naturally is going to do it anyway. This is natural demeanor. Also, dogs that free shape take longer to fully train, but when they are trained, it's more like them because it's who they naturally are. You're simply enhancing the dog's personality. Whereas I'm trying to modify behaviors to make them match what I want the dog to do. Over to you, Big A.
Yeah, man. That was well stated. I really don't have too much to add to that. Yeah, man.
Well, that's cool, man. Ain't no sweat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you pretty much said it. Yeah, man. Yeah, now we had talked about that. I remember now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they done messed up, Big A.
What happened?
They done messed up, Big A.
What happened?
I can do polls. I can do polls on the StreamYard now. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. What you know about that piece up, boy?
It's going down in a major way.
It's going down like it's a whale in the boat.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So yeah, man, I put a poll out there for y'all, man, and I see we got it, man. Was this topic helpful? You know, y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and let us know if these topics for Training Tuesday are helpful. Because they're not stopping. We got themes, you know, so we can change the themes based on the feedback Friday. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Is
the poll up now?
Yeah, it's up. It's up right now.
Oh, let me see. I got it.
4 votes and say yes, it was helpful. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Wild Card Wednesday, man.
Okay.
Pitwise. There you go. My people.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
Man.
So let me ask y'all this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know some of y'all like the Kung Fu, man. We talked about it on our 5 Deadly Venoms episode, which I thought was a fire episode, by the way. I'm gonna reshare that episode. That episode was really good. But with the 5 Deadly Venoms episode, I learned a lot of y'all are into Kung Fu. I also learned that some of y'all are into anime. So right now y'all got the I guess I'd be Vegeta traveling to Earth to fight Pitwise, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, even though Goku's my favorite character, Goku has never actually beat Vegeta ever. You know what I'm saying? So Pitwise, you get to be Goku in this situation. Just letting you know, bro. Just letting you know. Man, salute dog, man. TV, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Okay, anime and Kung Fu. Anime and Kung Fu. All right.
Yeah.
So, you see, you done got me started now, boy. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things parallels. There's a lot of parallels that transfer over. You know what I'm saying?
Shaolin versus Wu-Tang.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang, man. Wu-Tang. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Lil J, what it do, big dog? Yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna get a crosstalk on the anime thing today. Like, bro, we have a chat for everything because what I want to do is I want to have chats dedicated to what they're about. You know what I'm saying? Like, like it's I want to thank y'all for all of y'all going to the chats that did join the chats, man. Like, and keeping digital dog show. You know what I'm saying? Dog of the week. Shogun Unlimited, we share information, share ideas, share all that stuff, man. You know, and if any of y'all decide to do that Georgia Hog Hunt thing, let me know, bro. King T, what it do, big dog.
Hey,
you know special table kings, man. You know what I'm saying? Cat Bros is killing it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm following right over to the special table. You know what I mean? Follow right over to the special table, man. Follow the Cat Bros.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Man. So, you know, do you like having a shadow dog or a more independent dog?
Hey, man, I'm gonna say right now.
What's the difference between the two?
Okay, a shadow dog. A shadow dog with you everywhere you go, man. You know what I'm saying? Saki is a shadow dog, but he's also my registered service animal for my PTSD, right? He's supposed to be with me everywhere I go. A lot of y'all don't know this, but I have chronic anxiety, right? Like, I mean, like, it's not debilitating because thank goodness,
yeah, for real.
all day, bro. What you talking about, man? Man, come on, man. Kakashi sense, but don't get me started, Big C. We didn't talk about that. A Velcro dog is what I like, man. It makes me feel important. You know what I'm saying? That dog makes me feel important. I want my dog to always want to be with me. And honestly, I want him to have stress if he's with somebody else and not me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, my kids can literally be like, all 3 of them can be proud of my dog. You know what I'm saying? 6 total, the little 3 is what I'm talking about. Little 3 can be proud of my dog, right? And he'd just be sitting there. So he'd be sitting there like, I'm going to stay here, but I really want to be with you. And once I see he's like, had enough of them, I said, come on, boy. And he'll come sit next to me, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it's cool, man. I like that. It makes me feel important. It makes me feel loved. You know what I'm saying? Because just as a man, nothing is gonna love you unconditionally but your dog. Like, okay, not women, not children. Like, it's all about what you can do for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man. And speaking of anxiety and Saki, how does Saki help with your anxiety?
Okay, so like literally, he can hear my heartbeat, right? This is where I get this ideology from. My heart rate increases when I'm having a panic attack, anxiety attack, right? And like, look, like when I share this, don't get it twisted. Like, there are people who having anxiety or having depression or any of these things, everybody accepts them. It's just people don't talk about it, right? Also, another reason why you should talk about these things, and I'm gonna tie back into what Saki does for me, Big A, is depending on the person's capability, these things can be dangerous, right? Like you got a 5'5", 105-pound lady that's a paranoid schizophrenic. She's not really that threatening. You can hold her off. You got a 6'8" dude that weighs 350 pounds and he's corn-fed, and he's a schizophrenic that has bipolar disorder or whatever, and he just spazzes out. That guy could be a problem. You know, he could be a serious problem. So with that being said, my dog, I have access to firearms because I'm not clinically, I don't have clinical anxiety. I'm not on any medication, I'm not on Paxil, I'm not on any of that stuff. What happens is I become scatterbrained, right? And so what the dog does basically just licks my hand and lets me know, like, hey, like, I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool. All right, man, cool, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's the enzymes from the dog, whatever, but he's just like, hey, bro, I got you. He might even take his head and throw my hand up on top of his head. You know what I'm saying? And we're good. You know what I'm saying? So it gives me peace. And when he's not around, I'm even more anxious because I'm like, man, I wish my dog was here. It's to the point now where I be taking him to work and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like my coworkers, they just like, they know Saki, they love him. They think like, you know, they're like, oh, I want a pit bull. No, you don't. You want a pit bull. You don't want a pit bull. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know?
Yeah, they see the Ferrari. Then product. You know.
Yeah. And like, I didn't know they could be this good. I didn't know they were that well trained. I wish my dog was like that. Like, yeah, like they probably won't. You know what I'm saying? They probably won't.
Yeah.
You know. But so yeah, so that's a Velcro dog, right? Or a follow me dog, right? And then you said the other one's independent dog.
Yeah.
Some people like an independent dog. I don't think I'm not one of those. I don't want a dog that don't need me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a dog that feels like I'm the greatest thing in the world. Like, you ever heard the story that Japanese guy, he died, the dog went to the graveyard and just laid next to his grave every day?
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want that kind of bond. You know what I mean? There's some people like, nah, okay, my grandfather had dogs like this. He had old rinky-dink mutts that he would leave loose. They would leave for days at a time. I'd be like, I don't know if the dog's dead or not. I would just randomly come back to the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, you ain't dead yet? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like that.
Might come back scraped up or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hit by a car with you know what I'm saying? One of them got hit by a car, he had a limp and everything, but he didn't die. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, still old scamp. You know what I'm saying? Old scamp.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
let me shout this out too, man. Skip said, don't forget to go to subscribe to King T platform. Keep this thing what we got rolling. Yeah, man. Salute, bro. You know what I mean? And then if one of y'all great brothers can put the link in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I think, well, this is what I need. This is what we need, bro. I'm keeping G with you. I would like for somebody, because I need y'all help, man. Like we're a real gang Shogun Army. We need help. I would like a list of all the channel links. You know what I'm saying? Like King T, everybody who was on the list at least. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can take it and then, you know what I'm saying? Like at least once a week on Feedback Friday, drop it in there so you can go just click all the channels. Make sure you subscribe to all the channels. You know what I'm saying? We support and we rocking with it. It's rocking with us because you support those to support you, man. It should be an ecosystem. And it's we compete, man. We got the dog, like we got the dog of the quarter, a dog show of the quarter. We got dog show of the year. Cool, we compete. I get it, but at the end of the day, man, these are my brothers, bro. You know what I'm saying? We still in the struggle together. And, why not? It costs you nothing. I can see if it costs you money to go to every channel. I can see that. It costs you nothing, bro.
Yeah, man. No, for real, man.
And then even with mine, I even labeled it for y'all because certain days might not have, like if you're not a trainer, training Tuesdays might not be your thing. So you can just, like, I'm not telling you to skip Tuesday, but you can skip that. You can go to Throwback Thursdays. We talk bloodlines, you know what I'm saying? We talk the pedigrees, or making bloodlines Monday where we kind of talk about traits and qualities of the dog, man. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of pick and choose. And I wanted it set up that way for a reason. Because like, man, when I first got on here, man, I was like, okay, I want to get views. I want to blow up. I want to go viral. That's not the way you're going to get paid, man. Not the way I'm going to get paid. I'm too clean cut. I'm too clean cut and I move a certain way. But what I do get paid by is putting out quality content and attracting people that want to buy in and help out with the movement, right? And that's as far as watching, sharing, super chats, memberships, all of it helps. All of it helps, bro. But,
and speaking of, not to cut you off, but speaking of quality content, man, y'all need to go check out Samurai Kennels. I don't know who that dude is, but he got some good content over there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I heard he's over there milking dogs, man. This guy's over there milking dogs. Like,
who would do that who would do that? You know what I'm saying?
Shout out TNT for the post, man. Make sure y'all click that hyperlink. It costs you nothing, man. Take that hyperlink, go over there, 3 seconds, click subscribe, watch the next live. Make sure you cut on the notification bell so you catch them when they live, because you can hear what that brother got to say, man. You know what I'm saying? They went live on Wednesday. Man, the brother popped up on J-Bo another night, man. It was cooking good, man. Cooking good. And like I said, man, KT and I, we got to play some special table. So we say what we think, man. It ain't always right, but we ain't about to bite our tongue for nobody, man. My tongue ain't about to do it, man. You know, straight up.
Yeah, Skip, I appreciate that, bro. But on the cool, y'all the glue. Y'all the glue. Y'all the one who make it happen. For real.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But we building better people to build better animals and vice versa, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, King T, man, like I said, man, my brother Toyo always tell you, man, support who supports you, man. Salute those that salute you. Y'all even people in the chat, man, like when I go through different people's chats, the ones that constantly support me, I might salute you first. If I'm not sure, I'm gonna wait, you know, so I'm gonna see what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? Because I done seen a lot of people, you know, other places, you know, the topic becomes samurai. Oh, okay, it's samurai soft, samurai this. I'm like, bro, I seen you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta fake it to kick it, Craig. You know what I'm saying? You said what you said. You know, I ain't gonna bother you. You ain't gonna bother me. But we in the same chat. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know, I'm not here to be friends with everybody. Like I said, I don't want to be a nice guy no more. I want to be a good guy. I mean, not a nice guy, a good guy. You know, nice guys finish last, but good guys finish always. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You feel me? But yeah, man. So salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody, bro. Yeah. Dog Man TV. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. Look, bro. Third quarter we have a parade of channels.
Yeah,
third quarter we have a parade of channels.
Yeah.
Because we in the third quarter right now, Big A. This right now is the third quarter. Man, parade of channels, man. You know what? Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, speaking of Toyo, man, hey, at the cookout is on the list, man. That's the first one on the list.
Yeah. I went ahead and added it, man, because boy, that boy Toyo gave me the business on the phone.
Hey, man. Nerve for you. Like I say, man, usually when Toyo do his thing, man, it's just it's like you had it coming.
and look. After he went off, man, gave me the big brother talk, man. He knows. Check this out, nigga. He can tell my voice, man. You know, y'all niggas don't realize this, bro. Everything I tell y'all, man, I'm a very transparent person. I'm a very sensitive person, especially when I got respect for you. If I ain't got respect for you, I don't really care what you talk about. But like, so Toyo called me, man. He gave me business. I guess he thought about it. I guess he thought. Ask him for yourself. If you know him, you got to remember asking for yourself. He thought about it. He was like, I ain't go too hard, did I?
Nah. Hey man, look, man, that's the OG. You know, that's the OG.
Yeah, man, for sure, Big C, for sure.
Yes, sir. I can't talk about it because I ain't, you know, that ain't me. So ain't gotta worry about that.
Nah, but he's talking about in general. I guess.
I know in general, yeah.
It's some loose mouth. It's some loose mouth individuals, man. You know what I'm saying? And they're more worried about being heard than getting it right. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get it right, not trying to be right. You know?
Yeah, man.
But I got a special interview. I would like to get set up, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make the offer to my cousin, my mentor. He's out of the dogs. He retired, and so y'all gonna be like, okay, like that's where Dre was getting all this stuff from, man. You know what I'm saying? That's where this stuff came from, man.
Out of the bag,
yeah. But he be watching, man. He probably watching right now, man. Shadows, but he knows. Salute, man. Salute, my man. He taught me a lot, and that's the only reason why I think he's the reason why a lot of these old heads deal with me. Because okay, the nigga be talking about some crazy stuff like the dog training stuff and all that stuff is kind of crazy, man. You know, but he be knowing stuff he shouldn't know. You know, somebody done gave him the game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, a salute to him, man, because he don't know it. Some of the game he done passed to you has been, trickled down to me. So
Yeah,
man, big time salute.
yeah. And I'm still supposed to call you on three-way with him, man, so we can talk, man. Because there's some stories of mine, that he can corroborate, But man. So, I would love to get him on here, man. You know what I mean? That means a lot, man. Just
Yeah.
Hey, Bixby, that's facts.
No.
It is some cringe-rated moments, man. We working on that, man. Like I say, man, I can repeat the disclaimer all the time, and I also tell people all the time, man. Like, look, bro, like we're on the modern wave, man. Neo dog, man. I honestly, man, okay, and I'm guilty of the blackjack thing. I'm still a supreme blackjack, grand champion blackjack all day, right? But I say that knowing that that's already been documented and the statute of limitations for everybody involved is not there. Mr. Crenshaw himself has passed on, so those stories are historic, genuinely historic purposes. Because I'll give y'all an example of something that could get y'all knocked, right? Okay, the statute of limitations on animal cruelty and things like that violated in 1976. They do have a limitation. What does not have a limitation is if a murder was associated with the activity. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for example, you was at I think this is a story I was told. I don't know how true this is or not, y'all. I'm just using this as an example. Hypothetically speaking, this is a hypothetical situation. I was told that when Jocko ended up being lost at a match because he was sold to a man that was homosexual. They were picking on him in the show, and he ended up blowing somebody's brains out with a pistol, right? I don't know how true or fake this is, right? But if there was ever needed a witness and that person that got arrested for that named you, the statute of limitations does not stop with what you were there for. It stops with the highest crime committed. So you can still be subpoenaed to court for those things, man. So just be careful when y'all telling y'all stories, big dog. Be careful because you don't know. Like I said, man, y'all like to have them crash outs. Y'all like to have crash outs around you, and when them crash out, they leave a hole that basically until you die, you got to keep it to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what it is, man. The podcast is the end of all underground activity, man, because boys don't know how to keep the underground. They got to come up and let it be known. Yeah.
It doesn't have the allure it once had, man. The underground is the new underground is the scammers, man. The scammers, the pyramid schemers, man. Like that's the new scam, man. Doing it remotely. You know what I'm saying? The skimmers. They put a skimmer on your little gas card or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Yeah. Man.
Yeah, they got to pay it up there. Okay.
Yeah.
Haley, I'm gonna let you know right now. Is that the one you sent me in the chat? But if not, don't worry about it. I keep my business. I keep my mouth closed.
So I got a question for you. So you've had a few dogs in your possession since you've had Saki, and when you do certain things, I don't know, slap meal or something like that, you've had those dogs present, and that's made it easier for them to go through that process, correct?
Yeah.
Like, when you get one pup going on the meal and the other pups see it, they usually follow suit. So the ones that are focused are
Yeah, so like these puppies right here, I run him typically every other day on the slap meal, and then we do some kind of other work. Like last time we did some fetch, just to let him get some energy out before we went upstairs to go to bed for the night. And with those activities, man, like it'll be slap meal one day, road work, slap meal one day, flirt pole, slap meal one day, spring pole. Keeping the cardio up, but also working on other things. Slap meal one day, musculature. And the rest day on Sundays. However you want to work it. But what I mean by muscular is like weight pulling, weighted collar walks, extended long walks. You know what I'm saying, with a harness on. Things that build size in the muscle. And girth. But as far as like the puppies doing that, the next puppy that I get will obviously be attached to my waist while I'm walking Saki, so I can learn and become a part of my pack. Like you were saying. But they learn monkey see, monkey do. I like dogs like that. Even with these puppies now, and for those of y'all that are getting them, once their eyes are open, like I'm gonna start having it set up where you can just jump in the back chat. You know what I'm saying? I'll have like a set hours a day where you can jump in the back chat and kind of watch the puppies and make an accurate assessment of which puppy is the one that shows the attitude that you like the best. Mm-hmm. So like I was telling Big A, I'll set my camera up in here and have it on the charger, so that you can just click the link and like kind of go in there and see like the puppies, you know, random times throughout the day, you know.
Yeah, man, and that's I got that game from a hog hunter a long time ago, man. And I kind of incorporated that into my program, man. They used to keep their pup. They used to have a little sack where they would keep the pup attached to them on the front. You know, they might have 3 pups or 4 pups, and you know, each person might have a pup on them while they were out there. And you know, he said they would starting to work with the dog when the dog would start consistently trying to wiggle out after watching the other dogs get into action. And I kind of like just took that and when I had other dogs, you know, and trying to do some type of training, it just reinforced that, like you said, monkey see, monkey do. But yeah, you know, we would have conversations, and he was explaining to me how they, you know, him and his family would go about the process, and I kind of took that and just incorporated into how I do my thing.
Yeah, man. Y'all, today my first day going back to work. Ooh, caramba, like Bart Simpson said.
Yeah.
So this one has to end today and tomorrow. We have to end on time. Thursday, Friday, not so bad, but not only am I going back to work, but I'm in charge. Like my E8, she's not here, so I'm running it. Somebody has to answer every question that comes through the building, man. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. My brother is solo but connected with the big dog.
Yeah, country living, man. Yeah, it's your world now.
Yes, sir.
It's your world now.
So we got a 95% said was the topic helpful. They said 95% out of 22 said yes.
Yeah.
Like one person said no. The one person said no. If you would like to contact us or hit us on Feedback Friday, definitely feel free to do that, man. Maybe you know all these things already. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you know all these things already. It was cool. Yeah, man. He said had to pull another one off a turkey. Hey, was it? Yeah, man. Hey, look. I can't wait for this year, man. Oh, nah. So the cookout today? I don't think so. You know.
Yeah. Toyo will be back though. He will be back. You know. Yeah. But
Toyo, if you listen, they calling for you. They missed the cookout, man. I missed the cookout, man. You know what I'm saying? I missed the cookout.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all gonna have to go get your own food. Yeah, man. But we do have the Men at Work coming at 10 o'clock Central. You know, I know casino. Hey, but if you want to, you can feel that you could occupy that spot, man. You know. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, the network. Yeah, the network. We love creating shows, man. We love, you know what I mean, doing things and making it available for the community to be heard. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got a one-day thing, you want to come up, you know, do a show, man. He said he can't be working. Yeah, man. It don't have to be a sustained thing, man. You know, you just do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. That's for anybody, man. Yeah. Man.
Hold up.
Oh, Yeller. Here, oh, Yeller. Yeah, man. I know one thing. Them pups fed.
Yeah, man. They is, man. They fed.
Yeah, man. But look, Hey, you got about 5 days, 6 days. Be a whole nother story, man. Yeah, man. Man. Yeah, okay. I know everybody be working, man. Yeah, working, work. You know. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But we gotta start making our rounds, Big A, because I gotta get out of here, bro. It's
Yeah.
I gotta go. I still gotta put my uniform on to go and get into this old JOP, man. Signing off a leave. Go back to struggling, bro.
Hey, look, what, 4 years? You know, I don't even you can't count the year you in, so you got 3 more years, man. That's how we always used to look at that calendar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah. You got 3 left. You're in the 4th one. You're almost there, man. You can see the finish line, bro. You can see it. You know, couple in the next year, you're gonna be able to smell that finish line. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, you're almost there, bro. Almost there, man.
But ain't close enough, man. I need it, man. Anything, you know what I'm saying? Almost there.
Yeah, man.
Okay, Cino, we got you, bro.
What's up, bro? Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Celebrate that, man. Yeah. Speaking of, man, we got to do that yard tour thing again, man. So, you know, that's yard, man, for those who want to get involved. We should probably do that at the end of the year, you know. Yeah. If anybody if anybody would like to do that. You know, it's up to y'all. Hey, man, but y'all know what it is, man. Salute everybody who was involved in this last Digital Dog Show. On Thursday, man, I think we're are we doing Throwback Thursday, and we doing our second Digital Dog Show? I think that's what you had said, man. I think we was doing that. I think it's in the notes. But man, y'all stay tuned for that, man. That throwback, man. I think Gas will go in that second one too, huh?
Yeah, Gas go. Yeah, he is, man.
Yeah. Hey, Gas will go. We miss you, bro. Yeah, man. He said he was coming back too. So if he come back, boy.
Yeah, man.
Who else? Pit wise, man, it's gonna, all 3 of them involved, man. It's definitely gonna be some good
bro. You tripping, man. You ain't see $7 for dog of the week. This dog of the week about to be cold, bro.
I didn't even get to the dog of the week, but I mean,
yeah. I'm just telling you, man. It's some dogs I didn't know exist now, man. They changed the landscape of things.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Because they out there, man. That's why I always know, man. You see a good dog, you know, you're like, damn, that's the best dog I ever seen. Then next thing you know, you see something else. Yeah.
Yeah, Big A, we had that time stamp, man. Let me go ahead and do this prayer and get us up out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Man, we appreciate all y'all for coming through, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wildcard Wednesday. Big A, do you remember what the topic was for Wildcard Wednesday? I'm sorry for you on the spotlight.
Yeah, no, you good, bro. You know, I keep the notes handy. Let me go see, man. Okay, Wildcard Wednesday. Promotion of your kennel and dogs. It look like it's a celebration day, bro.
Not quite. No, we were talking about like promotion of them, how you would do it, because everybody gets the dogs, and there's people that have phenomenal dogs. They don't really know how to push them. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you push this dog? How do you get it out there in front of people's eyes so they can see it? And mind you, it's gonna help peddlers for sure, but it's also gonna help people that are just preserving the dogs and can't keep them all. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't want to keep them all. Maybe you want to make sure they go to the right people. How do you promote them? How do you get them into the right circles, man? That's what tomorrow's episode is about. And then obviously, We're talking about how you can promote them over here, man. So salute to everybody. But let me do this prayer and get y'all out of here for today, man. For those of y'all that pray, please bow your heads with me. If you do not pray, that is acceptable. You can leave whenever you feel like it. There's no smoke. But here we go. May the Lord watch between you and me while we are absent, one from another. Amen.
Amen.
For the love of the dogs.
For the love of
the game. Peace.
Yeah. Beat drop slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain, locked in the game, never moved for fame. Old mountain lions run deep in the flame. Sock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came fat boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, ran it straight through the rain. Red ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sock it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second with the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Second from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.